Okay. Welcome back.
Hello?
Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Welcome back to the program, Mr. Daniel. It has been a while. Can you hear me?
Uh, yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Hello, I'm
Okay.
hearing you.
Okay. Okay, then we can
Uh,
hear you now.
yes,
Thank you for
I'm
joining the
hearing.
program today, all the way from Benin City. So yeah, Mr. Daniel, you know that we are here today to discuss about the return of Benin artifacts and the communique from Edo State government about the
It's a
return of
communique.
Benin
It's a
artifacts.
communique. Yes, from the states on the view of
Okay,
of the state government on the matter.
all right. So,
Mm.
what is your take on this return of Benin artifacts that
Well,
has been
let me
created?
first of all thank the Edo State government for tolling in line with Oba. Benema would say Oba Gase. It has shown that if you read the communique,
Uh,
you will discover that the state government is saying that they are cooperating with artifacts will be preserved, and I believe that too now with Oba, as against the earlier statement made by him about private initiative over the uh, taking over of the museum, the artifact. So it's now in line with the governor. We want to thank him. Why we are thanking him in the sense that if this artifact is eventually returned, it will go straight to the federal government, and the federal government will take some time, maybe put it in the CBN vote before delivering to the state government. It is very unfortunate that we do not have, apart from the respect and regard that we have for our traditional institution, is so silent about their roles and authority in our constitution. So when the artifact, whoever or whichever government is bringing them to Nigeria, it will go straight first to the federal government, onward to the state government. Now that the state government is in line with the Oba's directive or advice on how the artifacts are to be preserved, definitely we want to thank the state government. Also, I do not believe noise speaking about it. It's all about dialogue. They are all big games.
hmm.
That is supposed to be returned back to the palace. Video. They collected from Robert Palace. It has to return back to palace. It's a royal the monarch property. One thing about the kingdom for Ikun when we say, why not modernize Ikun system? That is what he's supposed to have done. But you say a thing that they took from palaces all these ages. It's not that it's what to talk. I don't understand. They have the strategy who betrayed about before, and they want to start again. I don't understand. Okay?
Look, I think, yeah, I think they have to settle.
That made them to remove him to the Calabar. That bad name with the stamp off. We couldn't go nowhere for many years. So if you want to put us back against I see nice and big. So that is it, my dear.
Yes, we are praying for peace to prevail in this case. That the monarch.
I'm a man of God. They are praying. They God help us and pray.
That is
But
what.
people they pray for, they are not ready.
That.
I go see my time. God said if you go and preach for people when they are not ready, don't just slippers and leave them and go and carry away from another place. Now with the same prayer they pray for ages.
Yes.
We have been praying.
Hello.
Yes, I saw your program.
And, yeah.
We have been praying. We have been praying.
Okay. So.
We hear the video say make them pray. Yes. They don't want to think about the truth.
Can I continue now?
Yes, sir. I will call you back. Someone else just called in. Let me listen to him, sir. Okay. Thank you for your contribution. Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hello. Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Please, tell us your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Efusa Osazuwa.
Oh, okay.
Currently calling from
Dubai.
Dubai.
Oh, thanks for calling. And what is your take on this issue of Benin artifacts?
This matter is a very sensitive, very divisive matter that, honestly, that the governor just wants to create for his supporters.
Hmm.
Many of us, we do all we can, even outside our reach, to make sure that Obaseki returned back to power, despite all that was in public, that we have this issue of confronting our Edo people. But we decided to stand by him because of, what we believe we see about him, that he's coming to bring progress to our state, he's going to turn our state to America, development is going to start from Edo. Edo is going to become one of the best states in Nigeria or perhaps Africa beyond. But it seems as the day begin to, you begin to see the new day since of the re-election, that we are witnessing something very different from what it make us. The thing I want to draw to the attention of the public is that when we talked about Obaseki, there is one thing I've taken my time to study about this issue, is that it's revenge. This is just my take as an Edo son. Obaseki want to, play his revenge against the Benin monarch for joining, the Eze Iyamu team. Now, somebody may have a disagreement with this, but I can explain. Number one, when you look at during the 2020 election, you will see that we, the supporter of Obaseki, this is, to be sincere, we, the supporter of Obaseki, believe that the Oba of Benin was not, he did not, accept Obaseki to run for the second term, because the judgment that take place in the palace, we, the supporter of Obaseki, felt that Oba, was against the camp of Obaseki. Now, many of us also believe, we also know that this may lead to future, danger against the palace. Now, if we want to be sincere, and if we want to be genuine, according to the information that we are getting directly, from the horse's mouth, Obaseki did not engage the palace before going to Germany with Nigeria government. Now, it was our brothers in the opposite party that called the palace that Obaseki and the federal government are in the Germany negotiating and concluding on the returning of the artifact. Now, that was what briefed the anger that made the palace to appeal for the indulgence of the president, for the crown prince to join them at Germany for the meeting. Now, this is what, make many of us to go out of lane, to begin to go annoyed that what is Obaseki issue in confronting everybody in the state, and most especially the stakeholders. The only respect we the Edo people have are our palace, our monarch. That is our pride. And sincerely, people like us, we are ready to do everything within our reach to prove to Obaseki that we will not accept what he's trying to do. And we will not take it in any kind. We can see so many of Obaseki supporters trying to play politics with this matter. This matter is not political, and we should see it the way it is. Oba has come out by saying that we should pray for him, because we are seeing some spiritual manipulation on this. And in fact, when we say it the way it is, and we address Obaseki and make him understand that you are getting it wrong, that is when he will retrieve his temple. But if people will come out online indirectly supporting Obaseki or instigating the heart of Edo people that are not, in line with the palace, to see that Obaseki has good intention, Oba is only to privatize, the artifact to his family, where his family will only be benefiting from the palace, the artifact, and not the Edo people. You see, if you look at what is really going on in social media, I don't know. I think Obaseki people should be talked to that this is not politics. If Obaseki succeeded by beating our Oba out in public, that means he has dropped a step. And then when and every government that we came, we also want to use Oba as an example. Please, let's take this matter serious and let we that support Obaseki let him know that we are not with him on this. That he should take his work seriously. There are so many things for him to do. This is the artifact that we are really controlling the peace in Edo land. This artifact is not just an artifact. 80% of it are idols. These are powers that unite the Edo people, that brought progress to the Edo, and that are bringing blessing to our land. We know with the Edo people that since that artifact left us, we are not. It's as if our soul have been uprooted from us.
Yes.
And now we can begin to see restoration since the return, of this artifact gradually. Edo is beginning to unite again. Edo is beginning to place on the world map. You see, most of our children, that denied us before, people like the John T. Wider are coming back and saying there are no sons. They are not we. Obaseki here no muti ayo we awa. Look at the statement that he give now. To me, as far as I am concerned, Obaseki is ready to fight. And most of us did not really know the other side of Obaseki. Obaseki does not forgive. It does not forgive. And is ready to do it as it wants. Please, do not take this matter as political. But we'll see.
We'll see. Thank you so much. Wow. Wonderful comments. Thank you for that, my brother. You have said it.
Alone.
And, yeah. Let's go ahead, Mr. Daniel.
Yes.
Thank you, my brother, Mr.
Please,
Daniel.
my own point of view on this matter is that the Oba has spoken. We should not overheat the politics. If you say Obaseki, according to his comment, that is very stubborn, then we have to use wisdom to get what is ours. Let's not forget, I keep saying that our traditional institutions are just there for respect by every government that comes.
So there is a telephone number here. If you want to call in, you can call in now. I switch on the phone. And if you have my phone number, my Canadian phone number, and you are watching right now, you can as well call the phone number and hear your views about the return of Benin artifacts. We are experiencing technical glitch with Mr. Daniel. Hello, Mr. Daniel, can you hear me? No, the network is very bad from Nigeria. So if you are watching right now, you want to call in, just like what one of our brothers just did, please call in. Let's discuss about this artifact. It's very important. And I have a presentation coming up because I don't want to discuss it here on the show. I have a special presentation coming up about Benin artifacts. I'm going to go to the history of Benin artifacts. And the same thing I wrote in my book, my first book that will be published soon. I think some of us are already aware of my book, the book I wrote. So I also documented the history of Benin artifacts in the book. So I think we have to know the history of our state, specifically the Benin Kingdom. If you're a Benin person, you should know the history of Benin. Okay, so that presentation is coming up soon, maybe today or tomorrow. I'm going to publish it so that people will know the history and the symbolism of Benin artifacts, the importance of these artifacts to the ancient Benin Kingdom. So, meanwhile, if you are watching, please call in. Let's discuss about these artifacts. I want to hear from my Edo people. Please,
Yes,
go ahead, sir.
just I said, I think we the Beninese we have to apply wisdom. I do not believe in the Oba has said it. And the Oba has held a world press conference saying that this was not what they discussed, what he earlier said. And now with the communique coming from the secretary to Edo State Governor, Barrister Osarodion SSG, it shows that the government have now aligned with the Oba in the statement. I don't believe in the issue of when you talk of support, nobody will want his house to be divided, you understand, on this issue. The Oba, every adult, it is of recent, you think of seeing a lot of things going on in Benin. The Oba has always been the custodian of every custom and tradition. But the unfortunate thing we have presently is that apart from regards and respect given to them by the present government, there's nothing, no power, no authority as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So if we have to get what is ours, then we have to apply wisdom. If these artifacts are coming to Benin, to Nigeria, who will sign for is the federal government. The federal government, just like a buried loot for Delta State, up to now the federal government have not been able to release it to Delta State. Are you getting it? The government of the day signed for it. And when the government of the day, now that Obaseki is now in line with the Oba, definitely compromise has come. The Oba statement will be respected by the governor. That is what it means. With this communique, I don't see any politics in it. It's just that the Oba has said it. The Oba was disappointed. That was why the Oba called a press conference on this issue, that was not what both of them discussed. And now the Oba has made it. You understand? That now the Oba has made it public to everybody. Then we all will support the Oba to ensure and also plead with the government to ensure that the Oba's wish or desire is adhered to. That is it. And there's no fighting about it. We know those artifacts belongs to Benin, and they must be in custodian of our Oba, who have always been from time immemorial being the custodian of our custom and tradition. That is it. I don't see any stubbornness in it. If the governor had a different view, he would have to retract his step, because this is purely tradition and custom. And by right, Obaseki is a Benin man, no matter how you want to trace it to. So he will respect the wish and the will of the Oba. Government comes in 4 years. The Oba lives forever.
Yes.
Are you getting it? Yes, it comes in 4 years. The Oba lives forever.
Mr. Daniel, what you just said now is the same thing I keep telling my Edo people, that government will come, the highest they will stay is 8 years, they will go. While
8 years.
Oba
remains forever.
Our monarch will be there forever. He has been there from time immemorial. So yes, we have to be careful about how we approach this matter, because our Oba has spoken, and I'm so happy that the communique from Osarodion SSG that I saw this morning, at least it shows that there is a kind of agreement right now that they have to dialogue with the Oba of Benin in order to actualize the return of these artifacts. That is what we are looking, peace to reign. Okay, and I also appreciate the way our Oba approached this matter. The other day told us that we should be praying for the governor. So it just shows that it's truly the father of Edo State. I appreciate the comment of the Oba. So let's just be prayerful and pray for peace to prevail between the monarch and the governor.
With all due respect, it's not a complex matter. The governor had a different view, even when himself and the Oba has discussed it. You understand? And now the Oba called a press conference to alert the Benin of what their initial discussion on the matter was. And now the communique this morning shows that the government is now in line with the Oba's statement,
Yes.
which is dusted and done. You know, the Oba, I don't see Obaseki going against the Oba because just as I said, government goes and come in 4 years, 8 years, but our Oba lives forever.
And me, I can't see Obaseki disobeying the Oba of Benin. I don't see him like that.
I can't even dream of it.
No,
even look at what happened during his election, the support he got from the palace and others. So I don't expect him in any way, you know, to go against the wish of the Oba. The Oba has always been our custodian, our father. Everywhere we go, we respect our Oba.
Yes.
I cannot eat a cola when you don't pray for the Oba.
Yes.
Irrespective, I am a Kaiwe, I don't do that because it is the Oba remains our custodian. He has said it that this is how he wants the artifact. Just as I said earlier, unfortunately, a lot of people who are trying to go with a lot of statements are forgetting the essence that the government of the day do not recognize in our constitution, our traditional institution. Every government that comes respect their traditional institution. I have never seen Obaseki insulting the Oba, which God forbid.
Do
you remember one time when? Do you remember what one time when the Council of Traditional Rulers Chiefs in Rivers, the governor addressed them, very raw, which it cannot happen in Benin because we all looked at. Oba gives you a title, you look at it as the greatest thing that has happened to you in life. Every man in Benin belongs to the Oba. Every woman in Benin belongs to the Oba. That is our tradition and custom. Okwi Oba.
Yes.
Now that the Oba,
that's the history. Yes, Okwi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that the Oba, who is our father and every custodian of our custom and tradition, has said this is how he wants, the governor has no choice because he is a Benin man to respect the wish of the Oba.
Yeah, Mr. Daniel, yes, you are very right. Sir, hello, sir. Hello, sir. Mr. Butler on the phone all the way from the United States. Hello, sir. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Can you speak louder a little bit? Can you raise?
Yeah, okay. I'm listening here, and I can understand Mr. Daniel.
Yes.
I believe Mr. Daniel is very correct to a certain extent. He's very correct in that the governor of Obaseki have sent out a communique to the Benin people, and that communique should be, the one that will try dousing out the bellowing smoke that is about to start. That's the Vietnam. Okay? All we all need to do now is to wait for Obaseki to return to Benin. Give him some time, see what discussion they have. If our king is not satisfied, I know you have other ways to come out and let him know. But, Mr. Daniel, what Obaseki did is just the way he went about it. These are properties, that belong to the Benin. Any move he made, he should have contacted the owner. I'm hearing that when he left Benin to Germany, he did not contact the palace. He just went on his own. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm hearing. Even that the prince have to be sent after they left and been dead. If that is correct, that is wrong. Communique. That is very important to the Benin people. So don't bring the neo-colonial federal government and Nigeria government people. That is why we are trying to prevent now. That's exactly why the other I don't have now. Mr. Danny is not understanding. When the Fulani and the Igbo come in power in 5-6 years from now and start speaking for us on behalf of our artifacts, it's going to create more problems with the back that to one again. So I despise Mr. Daniel, I'm sorry to say, for saying the Obas don't have any powers anymore. We now have the government, they are the one that do it. That's exactly what the Oba is trying to prevent now. Trust me.
No. Maybe you get it wrong. No, he didn't say that. He said the artifacts are coming directly to the federal. Yeah, to the federal government.
The Oba does not have any power now. It is the government that takes charge. That is why the government are working hand in hand. For him to say the Oba does not have any power and the government taking charge, he cannot do a lot of things. That is why the Oba is getting himself involved right now. To say, let's get this base, let's get this foundation clear. Mr. Daniel should know that. Because you can't be the government speak for our artifacts. Our friend. Come on now. Let me get up with some case. I'm sorry. You should be wiser than me. Why the Oba came out? You should be wiser than me. Oba is not fighting for money or land or gain. He's fighting for property that belongs to Benin and how that foundation should be made. Period. I don't like the way Mr. Daniel talks sometimes, to be frank. He can be very realistic. But sometimes you have to use some wisdom and bring out things. Thank you so much, Nicholas. I'm happy.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks for your contribution. Guys, I hope Mr. Daniel will join the program again. And if you are watching, okay, Mr. Daniel is here. Mr. Daniel, okay.
Yes, just as the last speaker, has said,
Hello, Mr. Daniel. The network is terrible. Guys, if you are watching right now, you have any contribution, please, you have anything to add to the return of Benin artifacts, please just call in. I post a phone number here. Please call in with this Nigerian number. I have it here with me. WhatsApp, make sure you call WhatsApp. Don't call it directly. So I'm waiting. You can call in now. If you have my Canadian number, you can call my Canadian number on WhatsApp as well. All right. I think many people have my number already. If you have it, just call. Mr. Butler just called from the United States with my Canadian number. Please do that. Call in and share your opinion about what is going on in Edo State right now with regards to the return of Benin artifacts back to Nigeria. Why the destination of these artifacts, is being contested. It's being contested right now. For me, the only thing I would say is that we are praying for peace. That the governor will collaborate with our monarch peacefully for the return of these artifacts back to Nigeria. And when the artifacts get to Benin, it will be peacefully distributed. Whatever the monarch decide, all of us will support. Okay. So it should be a collaboration, peaceful collaboration between the state government and our monarch. That is my prayer. That's my prayer. Yeah, Mr. Daniel, go ahead, sir. Hello. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes.
Mr. Daniel, can you hear me?
When you
Okay.
when you
Go ahead.
read the uh, the book of uh,
I don't know when we will have better network in Nigeria, that country, honestly. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello, Mama. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening. How are you? I'm fine. And you?
So, excuse me, if you are watching, if you are watching this show, just mute the show over there. All right. Hello, sister.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good, ma. Thanks for calling in.
Been so busy. So for the artifacts,
Yes, ma'am.
I know Governor Basik is a smart governor. He will do the needy, he will do the right thing.
Yes.
It was stolen from the royal home, royal palace, and we're lucky to have the smartest Oba in the whole world. He's a diplomat. He has been a diplomat. He knows exactly where everybody's mind is at. And Governor Basek is also smart, but I just want to plead with everybody. We don't have to insult him.
Hello?
Father wants us to be respectful, no matter when we're cussing at a governor, it doesn't make us look good. And our Father knows exactly how to settle this, and Governor Basaki knows exactly what to do. But the bottom line is this artifact belongs to the people of Benin and the royal house and the Oba of Benin about Akbel.
So,
and also I don't know what was confusing is what was Lai Mohammed doing there. It's none of his business. I don't care if he's Minister of Communication, Minister of this or that. This is not a government thing. It's a historical thing that belongs to a kingdom, period. So we just have to do the needy and return it to where it belongs. You know, I'm pretty sure they're speaking in one voice, and I'm pretty sure this will come out. You know, well, we're praying. Everybody should just pray towards confusion towards our land. That's very important. So our governor, please need to do the right thing. And let us. This is so bad of the Westerners to even drag all these things out of our
out of our kingdom because it belongs to us. And they say percentage. I don't believe in percentage. Return everything you've stolen because you weren't given at the first of all, and all the money they have made out of it. How are we going to settle all that? So they should even be happy that we're saying just return it without a penalty. So it should be returned to the royal palace. That's my little opinion, and I'll be having my own opinion maybe over the weekend. But thank you for bringing it up. This is how we must settle things and address things in a very diplomatic and respectful way. We don't need to be cussing at people. It's very wrong. When you're raised right, you don't need insults to solve problem. And our royal father, our Oba, the greatest Oba in the whole world. He has not said anybody should go and curse anybody. He was very respectful about all his speech and everything. And we should respect him enough not to be throwing insult in this case. Very important. We should respect our royal father enough not to be
aggressive.
Not to be acting, as if we're not from home. Like I said, because I don't believe in so I don't believe people don't believe in it. But there are things we can just say without being insulted.
Exactly.
Very, very important. Our Oba would be more proud of us when we can speak more sense into Governor Obaseki and every other person. It doesn't have to be true insults.
Yeah.
Our Oba is not. He doesn't like us insulting people because when we start insulting, we're constituting nuisance, and it's not good.
And he said that there's no conflict here, there's no controversy, that we should be.
That's what our royal father said.
Yes.
He already said that.
So that is why we are all praying that this matter will be settled peacefully.
Well, there's no controversy. He already said that, and we're gonna, he's so smart. All these things will resolve. We shouldn't have to, we shouldn't make this, I don't understand it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether you like Obaseki or not, insult is never an answer. And our Oba never said anybody should go insult anybody.
Yes, exactly.
Very diplomatic the way he speaks. We should speak the way he speaks because he's our role model. So if he's speaking, pray for him, pray for this, and you are speaking the other direction, who you defending like that?
Yes.
Our Oba is too smart. He will never send us to go and start insulting people. No, he will always stand against that. So why are you doing what he's against? He doesn't like conflict. He doesn't like insult. He doesn't like fighting.
Exactly.
He's a peacemaker, the peacekeeper.
Yes.
So you guys, everybody needs to calm down. This is not an avenue to start cussing out to the governor.
Exactly. Exactly.
People relax. Relax.
We are giving people the awareness right now that you cannot use this case of artifacts or the return of Benin artifacts to be instigating violence, rain insult on the governor.
No.
So yeah.
No. I will speak my mind. Everybody's on your own. When you're insulting the government or you're trying to bring violence because of this, you're on your own. You're not defending Oba because our Oba stands for peace and unity. And he's a very educated and very diplomatic person. So please, everybody needs to tone it down with the insults.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, ma. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for that contribution. Thanks. Sister Angela just called from the United States. She has said it all, that people should not take advantage of this return of Benin artifacts to be instigating violence on social media, raining insult on the governor. The Oba have said it, that there's no controversy here, there's no conflict, that we should be praying for the governor, and we are all praying that peace will prevail as soon as possible, and everything will go. Especially, we don't want to be discussing about, debating about the destination of these artifacts, because that might also hinder the development or the return of these artifacts back to Nigeria. We don't want those who are returning, or the Europeans, to be aware of this debate over the final destination of these artifacts. It might also delay the repatriation of the artifacts. That is one other thing, you know. So, like what La Mohammed said the other day, I believe what he said, and I agreed with him that no, we should stop this idea of where is this artifact going to, where is the final destination of this artifacts, because when the Europeans, when they find out that there's a confusion about the destination of these artifacts, it might affect the repatriation. So let's just take it like that. Don't use this to instigate violence. Don't take advantage of the situation. If you are not supporting Obaseki before, and because of this case, you start instigating violence on social media, saying everything, please, let's take this easy. Enough is enough. Enough is, we are all praying for peace. Don't instigate violence. The Oba have said it, that we should be praying. That is what the Oba said. He didn't say that you should come to social media, be cursing people. All right. That is my little advice to everybody. If really you are supporting the Oba of Benin, you should listen to what the Oba said and do not instigate violence because of the return of Benin artifacts. You can share your opinion about the artifacts. Everybody has the right, but do it in a very respectful manner. Very, very respectful manner. See, Sister Angela just spoken, she said Obaseki should ensure that those artifacts go directly to the Oba Palace. That is what she said. But the way she addressed this matter in a very peaceful manner, that is what we are expecting from many people. Not everything you have to use violence to convey to the public. Okay, that is my advice. Please, my people, let's take this easy. We don't want this. This is not politics. This is not politics. Any fight between Oshomole and others during election period, after election, everybody just forget about all those things and move forward. But when it comes to the Benin monarch, it will remain in the history. For those of us who are studying the Benin history, what happened for more than 100 years, we still continue to build on it, record it, write about it. But when it comes to politics, in most cases, we just forget about. No matter how much different parties are fighting in Nigeria, we just let go. Nobody cares who wants to document it. The history of our Benin monarch is very prestigious. You understand? Because we hold our monarch in a very high esteem. Even those who are not Benin citizens, they still respect the monarch, our Benin monarch, let alone those of us who are Benin citizens. Please, let's take this easy and don't instigate violence. Mr. Daniel, Mr. Daniel, can you hear me? Mr. Daniel is experiencing serious network problem today, unlike before. I don't know what happened today. Oh, Lord. Guys, if you are calling now, please, if you want to call now, call. When I'm speaking with somebody, please, you just hold on and let me finish first before you call. So you can call in now, please. I know somebody was trying to call when I was seeing on the phone with Sister Angela. Mr. Daniel is here again. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Daniel.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
here.
Okay, go ahead. Please just take advantage of this.
Yes, well, I want to thank the woman who spoke from United States. What we need is peace and wisdom. Just as the Oba has said, we need prayers. You know, whatever artifact or tradition that you want to say, there's still what we call bureaucracy, and that we do not want bureaucracy to be delaying what is rightful ours. in terms of return of the artifacts to the palace, to the Oba, who will now decide what to be done with the artifact. I am saying here that I will be disappointed if Obaseki himself will go against the Oba, which I believe is not going to happen. And people overheating the polity, I don't think it's necessary. It's necessary for it. Let's continue in prayers. Let's thank God that these things will be returned, are going to be returned. I know Ebon Savige once said one time during his song that predicting of the return of this artifact to Benin. And we pray that God Almighty will allow them return all of them to Benin for the good of the kingdom. You know, Benin was actually a developed country until the European came and shattered the plans of the Oba and the kingdom.
Yes, yes. So yeah, like what I said earlier, that I have a documentary coming up about the importance of Benin artifacts to the ancient Benin kingdom. Some of us are not inclined with the history of these artifacts. I think, like what I always reiterate on this show, that knowing what was transacted in the past will help to understand the present and advance the future. So history is very important to me. That is why I'm preparing this history. I think today or tomorrow I'll publish it about Benin artifacts, the history of Benin artifacts. I also wrote in my book. I wrote in my book in chapter 2 about Benin bronzes. So yeah, the importance of Benin artifacts to the ancient Benin kingdom. So yeah, we need to know the history. I don't want to elaborate too much on it right now. Read my book and the small documentary I'm going to produce today or tomorrow. I'm going to publish it. It's just a short one. But if you want to know more about Benin artifacts, the book I wrote titled Great Benin, the Alcazar of Post-Colonial Culture. It's a big history book about Benin history, the relationship between Benin Kingdom and the Europeans. Benin Kingdom and the Europeans, right from the 15th century, 1400, till the 20th century. What happened between the Europeans and Benin Kingdom? It's a big history book. If you really want to know about many things, the development in Benin Kingdom, the beginning, the roots of Western development, how they brought civilization to Benin, how Benin was the entry ports for trade between the Europeans and uh, the Benin Kingdom at that time. During the pre-colonial era, Benin was considered by many Europeans as the capital city of West Africa, just because of the trade between Benin and the Europeans. So many other nations were coming to Benin to trade with the Europeans. So Benin was one of the major cities for trading during the pre-colonial era. So Benin is a very important city and ancient city. That is why today we refer to Benin as Great Benin Kingdom. It was the Europeans themselves that named Benin Great Benin Kingdom, not Benin people that came out with that title. So it's a kind of an appellation given to the Benin Kingdom because of the greatness of the kingdom at that time. The Europeans themselves, they wrote books entitled their books Great Benin, Great Benin, Great Benin Kingdom, the cradle of Black civilization. Read my book, The Alcazar of Post-Colonial Culture. I defined what it means to be the cradle of Black civilization. Why Benin was named or appellated with that title, Great Benin. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. Any Benin person, I'm encouraging everyone, get my book and it's going to be available soon. Okay, it's going to be available soon. Maybe this month ending or first week of next month, we're going to announce the launching dates. Okay. So that being said, Mr. Daniel is back again. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, I don't have much to say. Mobaga said that as being said, the Oba has spoken. We pray for Obaseki to respect the wish of the Oba, because he's also one of the citizens of the kingdom, and for the progress of this kingdom, that the return of the artifact. And we also pray that those who are returning it should return it as soon as possible. Because these issues of returning, we do not even know when. And someone was saying that it not have gone to the federal or the state commission. That is bureaucracy. We do not know when it's going to come, and we'll continue to pray that when it eventually arrive, the federal government will not delay it in any vote, and the state government will also respect the wish of the husband. I believe arrangement, the state government should now be collaborating with the palace on where they are going to feed those things. Don't forget, for security purposes, we still need to secure those artifacts, because a lot of those artifacts being returned, a lot of them are still being eyed by the foreigners, and it is very important that we pray that the state government should also collaborate with the palace on where they are going to feed those things.
Yeah. So yeah. But we should also recall that this one is the third wave of the repatriation of Benin artifacts back to Benin. Yeah, in the 1930s, they returned some artifacts during, was it not during the reign of Oba Akenzo or something? So they returned some artifacts back to Benin. So another artifact again came during the reign of Oba Erediawa. So those artifacts came directly to the palace. But because the Europeans are negotiating with the government, that is why it's getting this type of attention right now. So the previous ones came directly to the palace. There was no kind of a conflict or controversy behind the return. But this one, because anything that has to do with Nigerian government, I don't know why it's always like this. I don't know why it's always like this. It is hard time that Nigerian government should be doing things the way it's supposed to be, because enough is enough. Anything that has to do with the government, there must be controversy. Nigerian government, from the federal level to the state level, always complaints. So we have to take this easy and be prayerful that these artifacts will come, and it will be peacefully distributed to wherever the Oba of Benin proposed for the artifacts, so that peace will reign. That is what we are all praying for. The governor has good plan for Edo State. We all know that. I understand what the governor is trying to do to ensure that the artifacts will bring a kind of traffic to the states. We all understand that, and all of us are all clamoring for development in Edo State. But in the case of this artifact, there should be a dialogue or consent from the Oba of Benin in order for things, for peace to reign. That is what for me. That is what I will say for now. I hope the governor will collaborate with the Oba, and honestly, peace will reign by the grace of God. Mr. Daniel, you are back again. So you said you disagree with me. What have I said again? I've not said anything that you are disagreeing with me. Diana, Osarodion. Hmm? This morning, I posted the communique from SSG. People were attacking me on Facebook just for posting it alone. So if you talk, they will say, "Oh, you say this? That's what is there." I don't want to even say anything about this artifact, because no matter how you try to approach it, people must attack you. That is one thing. So for me, what I will say is that, according to what the Oba said, that we should pray for the governor, that peace must prevail, and this artifacts will be returned back to Benin peacefully. That is what I stand for. You understand? That is what I stand for peace to reign. Okay. Mr. Daniel. So whoever wants to call, somebody was calling before. Oh my God. Somebody was calling. Many people were calling. But okay, let me call them back. I'm sorry about that. Hello. Hello. Yes, go ahead, sir. I know that you were trying to call. Many people called, only they were calling at the wrong time. Go ahead, sir. Good evening.
I just want to contribute a little bit. So my own concern is, I don't think the government should be involved in this because this has to do with the Edo. The Benin, what belongs to us belongs to us. And they have right to interfere. Whether like Mohammed or whoever they are, I don't care. Since it has already been returned to the kingdom before, and not to the government, I see no reason why they will go back and negotiate with the government when our great king is there. The government has no right to take decision against what the king has spoken, what the king has decided. That's what the people are still angry. That's it. There's nothing wrong. They should just lie low and let it be. Take the artifact to Benin, and that's it.
But the Europeans, one thing I will also highlight here is that the Europeans are planning to dialogue or collaborate with some other institutions in Nigeria to return the artifacts. So that's where I don't understand here. Like the Abadan, the University of Abadan, because I even published the article in one of my magazines where they said they have already spoken with the appropriate people in Nigeria, like a museum and the La Mohammed, that they also spoke with La Mohammed with regards to the return of the artifacts back to Nigeria. So I was wondering, why can't they work directly with the monarch instead? When you look at the constitution, I think they also have the right to work with the federal government during the process of the return of the artifacts. However, the final destination of this artifacts is what is, I don't want to say controversial because the Oba said we should not use such language to address it. So the destination is what we are being contesting today. So that is just the main fact.
For me, I don't think there is any need to contest anything. Our great king, Oba Ejiawa, have pronounced that in Benin, Benin should have a museum where this artifact should be stored. In Benin, it was pointed out, no, this is not the reign of Oba Ewa the Great. So why should they send it? The government called this place this morning, let them build this museum in Benin and put this there, and not going to do one stupid museum of Africa wherever you understand.
I don't think anyone, even non-Nigerian, would possess Benin artifacts. With the trend of these artifacts, how the artifacts are very popular in the world today. Even a Chinese man will never possess Benin artifacts without the consent of the Oba of Benin. I guarantee you that will not happen. I know for sure that it's just a little bit of a misunderstanding between the state government and Oba of Benin, and they will settle this case, like what Osarodion just said. today, the communique that was released, that they're going to dialogue with the Oba. So let's just take it like that, like what Sister Angela said, that we should not overemphasize this matter, because it's not the way we think it will be, because the Oba himself has spoken. You understand? Let's approach it in a peaceful manner, right?
Okay, we'll just wait and see. But for me, I think there is nothing like we're going to dialogue or something, because when the king has spoken, his word is law.
Yeah.
No one decide when he decides. People Obaseki is a subject to the king. You have no right to contest with the king. Who is he? We know what we are doing. We are Benin.
Benin people. Wow.
Let's go back to history. We know what we are talking about. That's
Yes,
it.
yes.
So Obaseki should not inform it. You just let it go, and not the king that said let's be that way. There's no point of negotiating anything. No negotiation here. Oba has spoken. That's it.
Yes. You know, one thing I love about the Benin culture, we have culture, very rich culture. I was reading something last night, my brother. You know what? Only me, I was just laughing so loud here in the studio. I read a book written by a British colonist in the 1800s, the 19th century, where they depicted the Oba of Benin as a god king. A god king.
Yes.
How the Benin people perceived their Oba as a king, as a human representative of God on earth. So I was just laughing. I said, "Oh my God, this culture is so interesting." You understand? So this is what other countries were not experiencing in the 18th century, 19th century, even prior to that time. That the Benin Kingdom was unique on its own. The culture is different. The Europeans even said that when they arrived Benin, they realized that this place is different from any other place that they have explored in the Guinea coast, because at that time they call West Africa Guinea coast. So the Oba was a human representative of God. That is what we still carry with us today. When the Oba speaks, it's final. You understand? So our Oba is a God King. Let's just let it be like that, and it remains the God King to the Benin people. Yeah, I've said that is what I'll have to say, my brother. It's very interesting. I love.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Let's just keep our fingers crossed and see
Yes.
how it goes.
Yes.
So if eventually they still keep on insisting that they want to do it their own way, I will tell you this: there are titles of Benin outside of that country that are coming home, and it's not going to be funny. Telling you the truth.
You said?
It's not going to be funny.
You said?
I said if the government insists and is still trying to negotiate to for themselves, doing it their own way, it's not going to be funny.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Not Nigeria. You get me?
Yes, I don't think so, my brother.
But they are trying to play politics. I know they're trying to play politics with it.
No. The politics cannot overshadow our rich cultural heritage, our monarch, our prestigious monarch. Forget it, my brother. Like what I just said before, that even a Chinese man will never possess Benin artifacts. A matter. No, I don't think so. The governor, I don't think the governor has anything like that against these artifacts. Maybe it's just a little bit misunderstanding. You understand? So, and that will be solved as soon as possible. So let's just leave it like that by the grace of God, and let's follow what the Oba told us, that we should be prayerful and pray for this peace. Yeah, peaceful return of these artifacts back. So the great ancient city of Benin. All right.
Benin is more than a state. Benin is more than a state. It's a kingdom.
It's a kingdom.
And I'm so proud.
Yes.
I'm so proud of Benin, so I can boldly say anywhere I'm a Benin.
Have you ordered for my book? Pre-order for my book? Please go do that.
I will try to do that.
Oh my God. I've never been so proud of my kingdom and myself. With this book, I guarantee you, as a Benin man, you read this book, you will be proud. So Benin is the greatest, the greatest. The greatest. Yes, I'm saying it with pride right now because our ancestors, they were so proud of the culture. They knew how rich the Benin culture is at that time. They were so proud. So I'm saying it with that proud because I don't want to go too much in detail. Read my book and see how powerful Benin Kingdom, that today the government, the British people relegated us to only one state in Nigeria. The British, whatever is going on right now, the British people are responsible.
We shouldn't go there. If you want to go to that area of how Nigeria was created, without the Benin Kingdom, there is no Nigeria.
No, beside that, and you understand that that one is just another thing. But I'm talking about the way we are being relegated to one small state, of which those days Oba of Benin was controlling big territory with some big chiefs from neighboring territories paying tributes to the Oba of Benin. The Europeans, they were envious of the Oba. They said they have never seen anything like this before, whereby an Oba is controlling power. Big chiefs that consider themselves to be big chiefs, big king in other regions, were paying tributes to the Oba of Benin. My brother, Benin, I love Benin. Oba that talk me.
All what you said, man. The British they kind of okay. How possible would it be for the kingdom to rule over them and it's even greater than what they thought it is? Every year we can we federal over or having no revenue over. Without the betrayers from us, they will not be able to defeat us. So that's the reason why we should try to make sure the same mistake will not repeat itself again.
No, that will not happen. That will not happen. No, 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 no. Yeah, no. It's not even.
You understand what I'm talking about? I don't want to go into details.
Yes, I understand that. I understand everything. I know the history of Benin. I wrote about everything that you are trying to explain to me, but we are not close to that at all, and it will never happen in 21st century. And this, what we are looking at as a big deal for me, I believe that it will be peacefully settled between the monarch and the state government. Okay.
Well, okay, we just pray so.
So
okay.
yeah.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate. And I'm still watching I'll still keep on reading and watching documentaries.
Yes. Yeah, I think I will send you a message on WhatsApp, okay?
Okay.
Okay then. Take care, my brother.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah, bye for now. So if anyone wants to call in, please do that. I still have to pick one phone call before I end this program today. All right. Oh, there's one lady. Oh my God, this lady has been calling me. Hello. 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 Okay. So, madam, I have to end the program today. Before I do that, I would like to thank everybody who have been contributing, those who called in. Thank you all so much. I'm so proud of you guys. As you all know, I'm a proud Benin girl. I wrote this book based on Benin history, the Alcazar of post-colonial culture. Please do not miss this book. Go order for this book. You can pre-order, and the book will be available soon. Just give me like maximum of 4 weeks. This book is going to be available if you want to know more about the richness and greatness of the ancient Benin Kingdom. This Benin Kingdom that we don't, I wish we, all of us, understand the history of our kingdom. You will be proud. You will be proud of what our ancestors did. Okay, to organize this such a rich, the most reputable monarch in West Africa. Huh? My people, please, let's be prayerful that peace will prevail as soon as possible. There's nothing here, nothing. Obaseki wish the best for Edo State. I know that he's trying to develop the state. So yeah, and the Oba of Benin as well. We have two great leaders in Edo State. So yeah, and Benin Kingdom is a great kingdom that we should be proud of. All right. So I will talk to you guys next time. You know that these days I don't come on live broadcast as before because I'm so busy. I have a lot going on in my life. And recently I was elected as the assistant uh, secretary to Nigerian Canadian Association. Mm, 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 mm. So I'm now the assistant secretary to Nigerian Canadian Association here in Toronto, Canada. I have this responsibility on top of my shoulder, plus many other activities. I have a magazine right now. So the last publication was done a few weeks ago. So I have a magazine line. I have books. I wrote two books lately. One of the books, the story of a Princess Adesua is available right now. It's a short, a kind of a children's book. You understand? It's a short story about a Princess Adesua. So if you want to order that, but I'm planning to do the launching together. That is why I'm not, you know, promoting it all that much right now. I'm going to do the launching together. So once we announce the date of the launching, I'm going to let everybody know. You can come. If you want the big book, the big history book, you can purchase that. If you want a small short story of Princess Adesua, you can also do that. It's a short story. You can even buy it for your children, but it's written in a very mature language. That is your thing. Okay, you can buy it for your children. You can even buy it and just read it. Short story about Princess Adesua. So, yes, just stay tuned when I will announce the launching of the two books, and we're going to be also discussing about Benin history. You will learn more about Benin history. We need to know about this our rich Benin history, very very rich. If the white people can come to our land and name our land Great Benin, Great Benin, the cradle of black civilization. Hmm, I'm so proud of my ancestors. Okay, I have to leave now. Somebody is calling me. So thank you all. Wawe Savior Domenuwa. Thank you guys. If today is your first time of visiting our channel, especially on YouTube, please don't hesitate to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I also have a separate YouTube channel titled Benin History and Research Center in Diaspora. It's a separate YouTube channel. I hope you will go there and also subscribe. I post Benin history in that channel because some people were complaining that this channel I've been using it for many other things. So I said, okay, for you to, if you are the one that always watch Benin history, you can go to that channel because some people just follow me specifically because of this Benin history that I'm promoting. So I have to create a new channel that people can follow. Everything in that channel is based on Benin history. All right. So you can also go and subscribe. Let me repeat it again. The title of the channel is Benin History and Research Center in Diaspora. So you can subscribe and follow us anything about Benin history. If you want to do research, you want to write book based on Benin history, you can check that channel. There are some documentaries, really, really interesting documentaries that you can, I think you can type into and write your book. Okay, that channel is very resourceful, very, very resourceful. All right. Someone is calling. Hello. Hello.
Hello, I want to sing one song.
Oh.
I want to sing one song
What?
before you close.
What?
Can I sing?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Let me. Okay. Okay. I have one song. I have one song for my Benin people. All my Benin people, I have this song. You guys know that I always like to sing. Have you watched my documentaries where I was singing? Okay. ọba gbọbatia o tàdúràyé ọba gbọbatia o tàdúràyé o ọba gbọbatia o tàdúràyé abiaba bibi o ibi ẹdùnmẹ̀ẹ́nẹ́ wá ire àrí ibiaba bibi o sáyàwé o àrí ibiaba bibi o sáyàwé o àrí ibiaba bibi o sáyàwé o. So yes.
Well, this stuff here relate to what we are talking about presently.
So yeah, yes, sir.
Anyway, I hope you're off. Are you still online?
Yes, I want to go offline now. I have to leave.
Okay. All right, let me close, okay?
Yes, sir. Okay then. Thank you, Wesley. So my Benin people, thank you all for watching. Those who are not Benin, who are watching right now, thank you all for your contribution. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are watching from Facebook, like our channel at Nebo TV on YouTube, like our channel or subscribe to our channel at Nebo TV as well. Thank you all and God bless. Have a wonderful week.